What is up, all my baddies? It is your girl Ashley Charnay, and I'm back again with another video. So today's video, y'all, it's a story time. I'm back in full effect. Before I start, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up if you guys like to see story times, and also leave a bitch a comment below. I know y'all gonna probably have a lot to say about this video. If y'all don't say it to me directly on YouTube, y'all gonna come on my Twitter and y'all gonna talk shit to me on Twitter, and you know, it is what it is. But yeah, so I usually ask my Instagram followers what story time or what videos they want to see from me. So if you guys are not following me on Instagram, please make sure that you do that, because you are able to pick and choose what you want to see from your girl, and I deliver. Okay, I deliver. So make sure you follow me on there. The video that my Instagram followers chose was this story time, which is I dated a married man. Now, let me make this disclaimer. I am not a homewrecker. I do not in any way, shape, or form approve of this behavior from people. I am not an advocate for things like this, but I mean, hell, I ain't know, okay? I ain't know. It was a lot of red flags, and y'all gonna find out about the whole story later. And I don't know if this is gonna be a one-parter or a two-parter, or how I'm gonna break this down, but shit, it is what it is. We make mistakes, okay? I was young, I was dumb, you know, blinded by the light, okay? So yeah. Also, if you guys are interested in this makeup look, I know that a lot of the times my Instagram followers like to see me do story times while I'm doing my makeup and doing a get ready with me. But girl, it's hard trying to talk and do your makeup and snap like how I snapped right here. It's hard doing that, doing your makeup and trying to talk at the same time, especially with, y'all know I talk with my hands. I'm very animated. I do the most. So yeah, this is what y'all get. Y'all gonna get to sit down and we gonna talk like this. So anyways, enough of the rambling. So like I said, this is gonna be a story time about a time that I dated a married man. I'm not into shit like that. If that's your zhuzh, do your thing, sis. But me personally, I don't do stuff like that, because I definitely believe in karma, and my mom ain't raised me like that. She ain't raised me to be out here dating married men. But like I said, shit, I ain't know. So let's just go ahead and get into the story. So this story happened about maybe I want to say, like, let me see, how old is my baby? How old would my baby have been? My baby would have been 4 years old. So this was prior to me. No. This was actually at the same time, around the same time that I was dating my son's father. And I talked a little bit about my son's father in my previous story time, and I had like a whole series, or not a whole series, but I started a series about it. And so yeah, anywho, that's who I'm referring to when I talk about my ex-boyfriend. So my ex-boyfriend, him and I, like I said in my previous video, we were very on and off. We were on and off for about 8 years. And at this point, we were in one of our off stages. Now, I think I was about maybe like 19 years old, y'all. I don't know if I was like maybe I was like 20 years old or something like that. I don't remember the exact year that this happened. I have very bad memories, so yeah, I kind of don't remember what year this was. But like I said, we were in one of our off stages, and at this point in time, I was going through a breakup, which obviously we weren't really broken up, but it is what it is. We were going through one of our little phases where we were, you know, off, and I was kind of like into like I was in my bag basically. Like I had like 2 jobs. I believe I had 2 jobs, and I was going to school at this point in time. And so me and my baby daddy, we were, you know, in our off stage. And so I just repeated that like 3 times, but whatever. I was in my bag basically. So I decided that I wanted to get a second job also while going to school. So I ended up getting a job at the Walmart, the neighborhood Walmart. This wasn't a regular Walmart. This was a neighborhood Walmart, and I don't know if they have regular or neighborhood Walmarts everywhere. I know now, I believe that they're all kind of like shut down or whatever, but it is what it is. I had ended up getting this job at the neighborhood Walmart. I'm the type of person, when I'm going into a new job, I don't really like to make friends like that, because it's like, I don't know you. I don't need friends, so there's no point in me going up in here trying to be all friendly to everybody. I'm coming in here to get a check and I'm going home. That's it. But obviously I left that job with more than just the bag, okay? So anywho, I ended up getting hired at Walmart, and while working there, well, actually, let me say this. The store was not open yet, so I got hired at this job. I got hired at that Walmart before it was even open to the public. So that means that we still had to go in. We had to stock the store. We had to, you know, do all of these extra things up until it was time for the store to open, and we were able to, you know, get our business on, you know, be Walmart and shit. So I ended up meeting this girl. I don't remember what her name is, y'all. Please excuse Gucci in the back. I don't remember her name, but I'm gonna give her this nickname, and I gave her this nickname not because I'm a bitch, but because she genuinely looked like Randall from Monsters Inc. I'm gonna insert a picture right here. I promise you, when I say that this girl looked exactly like Randall, she looked exactly like him. And you know what, to be honest, I don't really feel bad for saying that, because I didn't really like her like that anyway, because she tried to steal my man, but whatever, it is what it is. So I ended up meeting this girl, whatever, and her and I were cool. She wasn't from out that way. Like the Walmart that I got hired at was like down the street from my house, and she wasn't from out this way. She was from the east side in LA, and everybody know I ain't even trying to offend nobody, so I ain't even gonna say it, but it is what it is. She was from the east side, so me and her, we kind of clicked, you know, we was cool, whatever. So I remember one day we decided, you know, we wanted to go scope the other areas, because, okay, actually I forgot to mention, I got hired as a cashier. Now, whenever we would go to work, we would have like our team meeting in the morning, but I never really was able to see everybody that worked there. I was only really able to see all of the other cashiers that worked there, because we were kind of always in a group. So all the cashiers, we would have our time together at work and, you know, talk about shit. And then the customer service reps, and then like the warehouse team and the overnight team and things like that, they would, you know, we would all be in groups. So me and her, you know, we were both cashiers. So one day we decided that we wanted to like roam the store and see, like, you know, who else was up in there, you know what I mean? That was mistake number one. Never go looking for a man, okay? If a man wants you, or, you know what I mean, if he deserves you, let him come to you, sis. Don't go looking for no nigga, because every single time I decided I want to go look for a nigga, it never turns out right. So yeah, anywho, so like I said, we went to go roam the store or whatever, and there was this guy there, and I just thought that he was so cute. Now that I look back on it, I'm like, bitch, what was you thinking? Because he wasn't even my type. But I think the thing is, though, is that I tend to like guys that are funny, that are like carefree, like me. Like, I like somebody that's funny, that's carefree, you know, that's friendly, you know, good vibes and things like that. I'm not really friendly, but whatever. He was friendly, he was nice, and I thought he was cute, and he was funny. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that she had a crush on him. And I think that they were kind of, I don't know if they were like talking in a sense, because later on I asked him if they were talking and he said no, but niggas be lying, so you can't really believe everything that they say, but I digress. Anywho, so she, I ended up meeting him, basically. I ended up meeting him, and, you know, we would kind of like see each other in the store, and we would flirt and things like that. So it was what it was. And so I believe one day, I believe it was the grand opening, and so the day of the grand opening, I believe that there was an instant, no, let me take that back. No, The day before the grand opening, I actually came into work one day and I was talking to the guy. I need to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna call him. We gonna call him Chance. And the reason I'm gonna call him Chance is because, okay, do y'all remember back in the jerkin days when they used to have like the jeans and then they would cut them and they would be like shorts? So they would be like short pants and they would be Chance. He used to wear them shits all the time. That shit used to irritate the fuck out of me, but it is what it is. I'm gonna call him Chance. So one day Chance came up to me or whatever and he was like, yeah, he was like, so are you and Randall like really cool? Because she was just talking shit about you to somebody, you know, whatever. So I'm like, damn, like every time I come across a bitch, like she always start feeling some type of way randomly and then she go talk shit about me. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know, but it was what it was. I guess she was talking shit about me to one of the other girls that worked there, and they was both from the east side, so they both had more in common than me and her had in common, and I was okay with that. Basically was talking shit about me to this other east side chick. So I was like, oh, okay, cool, say no more. Like, it is what it is. We ain't gotta be friends no more. I don't really care. I don't really fuck with you like that anyway, so whatever. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe the next day he found me on Instagram. And when he found me on Instagram, we would kind of like, you know, talk or whatever here and there. He would like my pictures, we would flirt, blah blah blah. He and I we started dating. And like I said, at this point in time, my baby daddy and I, we were not together, but my baby daddy had a bad habit of still trying to mess with me while he was talking to other girls or while he was in relationship with other girls, and I wasn't really here for it. I'm like, just leave me alone, sir, just leave me alone. But you know, he couldn't get enough of all of this, so I understand. No, I'm just kidding. But so like I said, my baby daddy will always kind of like hit me up, you know, try to talk to me, flirt with me on Twitter, and that's where he and I were very active. Chance and I, we were very active with each other on Twitter. So I believe one day there was an instance where my baby daddy said something to me on Twitter, and Chance didn't really like that too much. He like, okay, this is your ex-boyfriend, why is he saying all of this, you know, cutesy shit to you on Twitter or whatever. Sorry y'all if I keep messing with my hair, it just feels really weird. But anyway, he was like, yeah, so I don't appreciate the fact that your boyfriend, your ex-boyfriend's hitting you up and y'all being all cutesy and shit on Twitter and blah blah blah. Basically, he was just like real insecure about the situation. Like I said, my baby daddy, he did a lot of stuff like that because he knew that it would get under whoever I was with at the time's skin, and he did it because he didn't give a fuck. It is what it is. It was what it was. So he and I ended up getting into it about that. That was actually a very, very big issue, and that would always, we would always argue over my son's father and the relationship that I had with him. And so anyways, it was just real. It was all good with he and I. Like, I felt like we had like a really good connection in the beginning. He did have a daughter. I knew that for sure. He told me that his baby mama and him, they didn't get along. He hated her so much, and I would literally hear conversations between the two of them as if they genuinely hated each other. And I was just like, oh, okay, well, there's nothing there, you know. Like, niggas always try to trash their baby mama but then be in their bed, you feel me? And I'm just like, you can't never trust niggas when they say that they don't fuck with their baby mama, because 9 times out of 10 they fucking with the bitch, or they fucking her. I mean, I know that from experience, but you know, yeah, he said that about his baby mama. And this is somebody that was really into church, y'all, okay? He would always, you know, talk about God. He was a singer. He sang. His voice was very beautiful, and I can still say that to this day. He definitely had a very beautiful voice. And you know, he was just like this perfect dude in my eyes, okay? He would come see me every single day. When I tell y'all, this man would be at my house every single day. When I wasn't at work, he would be at my house. And mind you, we work together. You're at my house every day. Every single second of the day that we're not at work, you're at my house. And when you're not at my house or we're not at work, we're talking on the phone, we're texting, we're doing, it is what it is. This was basically like my whole entire world for like 3 months or so. I don't know how long we were together. Honestly, I forgot. But whatever. So every time he would come to my house, he would get dropped off at my house. Now, I would always see the car that he came in. I never see who was dropping him off or picking him up, or sometimes he would even take the bus home from my house. It was even a point in time where I took him home or took him to somebody's house you know, one night, and it was just, everything was just all good. So I basically had to give y'all the backstory on everything and how everything kind of like started to go to shit. So basically one day, I'm trying to think if there was even an instance where I even would have thought that there was something else going on, but I don't think so. But no, I do remember though, one day I was just real curious about who was dropping him off and who was picking him up, because he would always say, oh, my best friend's dropping me off, or my best friend's picking me up, whatever. So I never thought anything of it. I'm not a very jealous person. If you had friends before me, it is what it is. Like, have your friends, because I'm gonna have my friends, and you know, it just is what it is. But you know, one day I just got real curious. So the way that my old house was set up, we had a porch, so I was able to walk out onto the porch, but we were upstairs, so I was able to walk out onto the porch and look out to where no one could see me. I could see them, but they couldn't see me. So I actually seen the car that he got out of, but like I said, I didn't see who was in the passenger or who was in the driver's seat. I just seen that he was getting out of a car and he was coming into my house. It was an old ass car too. It wasn't even like a cute little, you know, it is what it is. Hey, a car is a vehicle is a vehicle, but even still, I just had to mention it. It was a little bucket. So I believe that was the day before. The next day, he and I had got into it about something. And if I'm not mistaken, we got into it about my son's dad. And he didn't like the relationship and he felt some type of way about it. Now, I personally feel like if I'm not doing anything to make you feel this way, if I'm not overstepping my boundaries, I should be able to talk to whoever I want to talk to. And a lot of people don't agree with me when it comes to stuff like that, but it's just like, it is what it is. Like, I'm gonna do what I want to do anyways, and that's just that. But so yeah, we got into it about that. I believe I'm not even 1000%. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. But I know that we got into it, and when we were arguing really, really bad. Like, when I say really bad, we were arguing really bad. I believe he was trying to still have a conversation with me, and we were in the living room. We were having a conversation, and he was still trying to talk to me. And I was basically over the conversation. I didn't want to talk anymore. I wanted him to leave the house, and I kept telling him, leave. I need you to leave. I need you to leave my house now. I told him several times. So at this point, he's not listening to me. So I'm starting to walk back towards my room. I'm like, Chance, you need to leave. You need to leave me alone. No. I lied, y'all. I lied. Okay, let me tell you what happened in the living room, right? So in the living room, I don't remember if I got physical with him in the living room. Like, I don't know if I slapped him or something. Whatever it was, I did something to him to trigger him to push me. Now, he pushed me. When he pushed me, I fell on my butt. And when I fell on my butt, I kind of like tipped over, and then I hit my head on the couch, right? So I was being hella dramatic. I'm like, oh my God, you put your hands on me. You hit me. Being real dramatic, because he really didn't even push me that hard, but I just felt threatened at that moment in time, because at the end of the day, you're a man, and you know, even though granted I shouldn't have put my hands on him anyways, but I'm pretty sure I had a good reason, even though there's really no reason for you to ever get physical with somebody. And please do not take this as me saying that if you're mad enough you should be able to hit your partner, because no, that's not what it was. But whatever I did to him, it triggered him to push me, and at that point I was over it. I was pissed off. I was like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. You need to leave my house. I don't have nothing else to say to you. So once he realized that he actually fucked up, and I was either gonna A, beat his ass myself, B, call my brother and have him beat his ass, or C, I was gonna go get whatever was closest to me and try to really kill that nigga. So as I'm walking back to my room, he's following me, and I'm like, Chance, you need to leave. Stop following me. Don't follow me. So I get to my room. The first thing that I see is a big box, like a big a big acrylic box full of nail polishes. At this point in time I was really into nail polish and things like that, so I had like a shitload of nail polishes inside of this like acrylic box. And as I'm opening the door, all I see is the box, and he goes to grab for my hand, I guess like to kind of pull me away. And at this point I'm thinking in my head like, okay nigga, you just pushed me, I hit my head, and now you grabbing at me. I don't know what's gonna happen next. So I just threw the box at his face. I throw the box at his face, and I just kind of like hear him not like scream like he was like a little bitch or something, but it was just like like, nigga, like you really just did that. So I did that, and I closed the door and I locked the door. And I believe at this point in time he left. It took him a while to leave, but he left. So I was in my room, I was trying to calm down. And when you leave my house, you can kind of like go onto one street, and if you go onto the other street, from my window I can see you on that other street. So I kind of like looked out the window to see him, you know, on the street or whatever, kind of like walking. It looked like he was talking on the phone to somebody. And I don't know what made me go downstairs. I think I kind of like went because I felt bad for throwing it at him. And when I walked out of my room, I just seen a bunch of nail polishes. Like some of them were broken, and I seen them kind of like on the floor, spilled out or whatever. And I kind of started to feel bad because I'm like, okay, even though I don't know what he was gonna do to me, and I felt like I had to defend myself with whatever was closest to me, I didn't have to do that. And so I kind of felt bad. I ain't gonna lie, I don't think I ever told him this, but I did. I genuinely felt bad about throwing it at him, because I seen that the nail polishes were broke, and I didn't know if I had broken one on his face or if they broke when they fell on the floor. I don't know what the situation was. Like I said, I went outside to see, you know, what had happened or whatever. So as I'm walking outside, I see that he's on the phone, but as soon as I get close enough to him, he hangs up the phone. So at that point in time, I'm just trying to figure out if he's okay. I'm not giving a shit if he's on the phone with a bitch. That's not even the first thing that came to mind. I didn't care who he was talking to. I just wanted to see if he was okay. I asked him if he was okay, and he was bleeding on his face. So I don't know if the acrylic box cut him, or if the nail polishes, one of the nail polishes cut him. But like I said, I cared, but I really didn't give a shit. It was just like, you should have not followed me. I asked you not to follow me, and not only did you follow me, but you grabbed me, and I was upset. And so, you know, I just wanted to make sure you wasn't dead. Make sure I didn't injure you too bad to where you could press charges on me later, because, you know, niggas like to do that. Yeah, he basically was just like, oh no, I'm okay, but, you know, I really wanted to talk to you, and, you know, I love you, and things like that. And at this point in time, we were kind of like telling each other that we loved each other. I don't know if we were really in love per se. I think that it was like more of like a lust thing. And I don't know for me if it was just me trying to get over my ex, or, you know, if I really felt something for him. I don't know. I don't really think about it anymore, because this shit happened a long time ago, and I got a new man. So anyways, so yeah, that's basically what happened. That's when everything basically went downhill, and that was like our first big fight. And that was basically the start of everything starting to crumble. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna leave y'all with that cliffhanger, and I'm gonna let y'all sit and marinate on that. That is the first part to this story time. Obviously I'm gonna keep on recording, but y'all ain't gonna see the rest of this video until maybe like, give me like 3 days, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna split this up into 3 parts because I don't want this to be like an hour-long video to edit, because that's a lot of shit. So make sure that you guys stay tuned for part 2. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please make sure that you subscribe. We are the baddest bitches here on YouTube, so make sure that you guys join the fam. I love all you baddies, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.